Skittle do, I said bim bop. Skittle do, I said bim. Skittle do, I said skid out and bop. Skittle do, I said bim bop boom. Skittle do, I said bim bop. Skittle do, I said bim. Skittle do, I said skid out and bop. Skittle do, I said bim bop boom. Get out and bop, la 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 la. Skittle do, said bill bop. Skittle do, said bill. Skittle do, said get out and bop. Skittle do, said bill bop boom.
Hello everyone, it's the last day. It is the last day of the boot camp. I can't believe how quickly it has gone. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear my sound okay? Fingers crossed you can. I'll just wait a second and see if anyone else jumps on. I've been looking at cute ferrets on laundry. It's so cute. Nairi, what are you doing to me? I'm going to end up with ferrets. Oh, you guys are doing such an incredible job. Hey, Abigail, how are you going? Oh, thanks, Emma. It's lovely to see you on, Abigail. Nari, I think you had a question about my animation at the start. Well, basically, it's just a video I made, and then I've loaded it into a really cool program, which is called StreamYard. So it allows you to play videos. And put the branding around the edges. So very cool. Tell me about your membership, Nari. I would love to hear about your membership. That's really exciting. Yes, ferrets are totally adorable. I didn't realize how much I loved them until this challenge. Now they're like the cutest thing ever. I think they're like my favorite animal now. So gorgeous. Yeah, StreamYard. StreamYard is the bit of software I use. So yeah. Beautiful. Wow, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't believe how fast this week has gone. And yeah, I'm so impressed with all of you guys who are taking action in the group. It is really, really impressive. I saw, Naira, you validated your course idea, which is really exciting. I think that's a great idea. If you can find a community for that, and I find that very niche ideas, they have like die-hard fans who will, they love content and they'll buy all the content. So that's a really clever idea. I think you've done a great job validating your course. So I was asked yesterday about Course Creators Society, which is the offer that we have launched this week, which Glenn and I are very excited about. It's already got its first members, which is so exciting. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So I wanted to go through and just show you what it is, because some of you sort of asked and you weren't sure what it is. So I just wanted to go in and just give you a bit of a brief overview of what it is, how much it costs, and basically what it is. So let me just...
So some of you have been asking in the group, what is Course Creators Society? So that is the special thing that we have been talking about over the last couple of days. It's what we are finally launching. We are really excited about it. It's something that Glenn and I have put together. So you do get the two of us when you join. It is $7 a month. You can cancel anytime. If you want to join, you can go to coursecreatorsociety.com.au, and I'm going to take you through exactly what you get. So why a membership? Glenn and I have been planning this a long time, and we've put a lot of thought into it. It started as a mini course, it turned into a course, then it turned into a program, and then it turned into a membership. And the reason we decided to do a membership, it's because course creation takes time. While coaching programs are amazing, they do have an end date and they do have a high cost. We wanted this to be accessible to anyone, and that's because course creation, it takes a long time, and we wanted to be able to offer that ongoing support for our students. We also wanted to be able to give sort of on-demand training. So because everyone's journey is so different, we're all using different equipment, different software, different tech, we wanted to sort of have the flexibility to jump in and make on-the-fly trainings that are going to be helpful to our audience. So what is included? Now, how much value can you actually give in a $7 membership? I think you'll be surprised because we've packed it in. It is amazing. You would find this kind of setup would be in a course. It'll be in a program. There's a lot in there, and it's only going to grow and grow and grow as we add more training. So at the moment when you join, there are 9 bite-sized video trainings in there, and it's divided into 3 phases. So the first phase is plan, and you'll have done like probably 10% of what we've done over the bootcamp is in the plan phase. It's quite in depth, and you do get to storyboard, and it goes into all of that lovely stuff in planning. Then in film, you get to work with Glenn to like learn all things lighting. What else does he teach? He teaches cameras, he teaches filters, he teaches sound, he teaches all of that good stuff, all the scary stuff, which you're kind of like, oh, I would love to make a course, but I don't know how to get started because of all that stuff that I don't know about. So yeah, Glenn goes into that. He explains it really thoroughly, and he's a lot of fun to work with as well. He's got a bit of a sense of humor. So that is phase 2. And then we have phase 3, which is finesse. So this is all about the details. It's about really polishing up our course. We go into editing and we use the free version of Canva. So you don't need any paid editing software at all. We teach you all of that. It goes into making workbooks as well. I've provided like a workbook template that you can use to fast track your workbook creation, and it also goes into uploading. And we are gradually going to build out all the different bits of software to have a full upload walkthrough. So for example, if you're using Kajabi, we'll down the track be able to have a Kajabi walkthrough. Podia is on the list. We've got New Zenler on the list. Kartra is on the list, and also just a Facebook group, how to actually sell a course in a Facebook group. So we have all of that coming, which is exciting. So we also have, like, we've put so many templates, tools, and planners in here. It's crazy. There's so much in here. Like, there's social media posts to promote your course. We've got the storyboard creator. We've got these beautiful, like, intros that you can just grab and put on your film to make it really branded and polished. We have all of this as well. Like, there's heaps in there. There's like branding and module covers and all the things that you really need to make your course really professional. So that's really exciting as well. There's heaps and heaps of stuff in there. Plus, every month, what are we going to give you every month to make sure that you stay accountable, to make sure you stay on the course creation path? Every month you have, well, every single day you can ask questions in the Facebook group. You can tag Glenn and myself. We will be in there. We'll give you a detailed answer. So you can absolutely ask whatever you want. If you run into problems, we can help you out there. We also have a monthly live coaching Q&A, so you can jump on the Zoom with us, ask us some questions live. And yeah, that'll be a lot of fun as well. Once a month, we are going to be doing a new masterclass or mini course. So there'll be new action taker training once a month. I know that Glenn is planning a Streamlabs one. So he's going to go into Streamlabs and branding and all of that cool stuff, which, like, if you loved my branding throughout this bootcamp, you're going to want to see that one. It's going to be fantastic. And we'll also release a planner, template, or tool once a month that you'll have access to. So really exciting, heaps and heaps of value. So to join the Course Creators Society, visit the website here, so coursecreatorsociety.com.au. Again, it is $7 a month. You can cancel anytime. We don't have sort of a minimum like days notice. You can just cancel whenever you want. Also, we are offering a 7-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. We're that confident that you're going to love it and you're going to love the community. You're going to love networking and all of that good stuff. So that is included as well. There's absolutely no risk. You can sign up, have a look what's in there. If it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. That is totally fine. So yeah, thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below and I will reply to you. And yeah.
So I've got a couple of questions which have come through. Thank you so much for asking, Emma. So with the membership too, it's not just getting support with one course. You can do many within the community and go back over the training. Absolutely. And you'll find that as you sort of up-level your course game, you might need information in different areas. So that is really, it's really cool that you can go in and, I guess, do it at one level and then do it at the next level and then the next level and the next level. So yeah, pretty excited about that. You're so funny. Yes, it is only $7. We thought long and hard about the price. We really want it to be just accessible to everyone. Don't want it to cause any stress for anyone. We just want it to be a really fun, high vibe community where we can all come together and make some courses together. It's not going to go up, no. So it's going to stay $7 a month. Oh, thank you so much, Kay. No, it's pretty, like, we've been working on it for months and months and months, and it's had a lot of heart and soul poured into it. So we're very excited to finally launch it. Well, if you have any more questions about the membership, I'll be very happy to answer them. But I'm going to get started with the training. We've got lots of people on now, which is amazing. So I'm going to jump across. Today we are doing planning. So I hope you're ready for the final lesson of the My Course Blueprint Bootcamp. Let's get started.
In the lesson today, we are talking all about planning, and it's a really exciting one because we're going to see the whole skeleton of our course and what it is actually going to be come to life. So congratulations on making it to the end of the boot camp. This is the final lesson. I'm really excited. So let me jump in and explain what the types of courses are. So we have two types of courses. We've got mini and flagship, or sometimes it's referred to as a signature course. So a mini course is the smaller one. It generally runs 1 to 2 hours, so definitely a lot smaller than the other type of course. It's typically a lower price point for this reason because they're easier to make and they're a lot shorter. Typically, they will have around 3 to 6 lessons in a mini course, and they'll address a very specific problem. A flagship course or a signature course is 7+ hours, so it's a lot bigger. It's significantly more in depth in terms of what it actually teaches. And because of that, it holds a higher perceived value and a higher price point. Typically, a course like this would be around 4 to 8 modules and 4 to 6 lessons within each of those modules. So it's very, very big compared to a mini course. Now, for the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to show you and present a flagship course plan, but the same principles apply if you want to jump in and do a mini course. It's obviously just going to be a little bit smaller versus the flagship, which is a lot more in depth. But I want you to have the knowledge for both so you can make an educated decision and know exactly what the steps are. So when we are making a course, we need to consider our student journey. So we have our start and we have our end up here. So our start's down here, our end's down here. So we have the start. This is where your students currently are. So they've bought your course and they're kind of looking up at the mountain and they're looking at the end of the course. This is where your course brings them to. So they're currently here and they want to get up here. When you are looking up the mountain, it feels like a long journey. So it's not uncommon for students to kind of look up the mountain and get completely paralyzed with overwhelm at the thought of climbing it, because it is a huge thing to go from the start of the course to the finish of the course. This is why we need to break up the learning in a very logical manner into bite-sized pieces. So it's very easy for our students to go through and absorb the content and get to the end of the course so that they can have a win, they can finish what they started. And yeah. So as you can see, there is the little student, they're up the top, they've climbed the ladder that you've built for them and they're at the top of the mountain. So successful, happy students, they lead to so many good things, and we should always be going in and creating our courses with the intent to have these successful, happy students at the end. They lead to testimonials, referrals, and repeat customers. And honestly, it just feels amazing to have your wonderful students succeed. It feels like a massive win personally. So we definitely want to be aiming for that. So how can you break it down for your students? Well, I'm glad that you asked. So let's talk structure. Now, you may be familiar with the structure of a course, but I'm going to go over it in detail anyway. So we've got the course, which is the whole thing. So that's what we're selling, the course. Now, typically courses are broken up into modules. So we have our modules. It's good to think of modules as sort of like categories within the course. And then within each of the modules, we have our lessons. So these sit within the modules. The module will be like an overall sort of theme or category, and then the lessons will sit under them, and there'll be 4 to 6, around 5 to 30 minutes each. Now, we need to make sure we are taking our students on a journey without overwhelming them. It's very easy for people to fall behind. People can get embarrassed because they've fallen behind or they haven't had time to do the work. So we need to make sure we give them every opportunity to catch up and do the work and finish the course. So the best way to plan out your course, it's going to be fun, guys. I can't wait to show you. So get 3 colors of Post-it notes. You can use paper if you want, but Post-it notes I find are the best thing to use because they're sticky and you can move them around, so you can really easily play with the order or like the order of your plan. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be using yellow, pink, and blue. You can obviously use any color. I'll be using yellow for modules, pink for lessons, and blue for the intros and outros. So write down 4 to 6 categories, module titles. So same thing, categories, module titles for the overall course. So you can see I've got them here. They're just kind of like sitting in a pile. Put one module name or category name on each one. Now, arrange these in the order they need to be completed in to finish your course. So the order that logically your student has to take to finish the course from start to finish. This is why post-it notes work so well, because we can sort of lay them all out, and if things don't seem like they are in a logical order, we can rearrange it until it's perfect. So now for each module, sort of have them laid out like this. Add one intro and one outro and leave space in the middle because we're going to use this space. Now finally, we're going to add in 4 to 6 lessons for each module. So write down 4 to 6 lessons for each module. Go in and write the name of the lesson on the post-it notes. And again, move them around to make sure they're in the perfect order for your student. So using the provided workbook, finalize your course plan and write out your formal outline. So congratulations, you've made it to the end. You now have your course blueprint ready to go and start making your course. So that's really exciting. And don't forget when you're done to share your ideas in the group, and don't forget to ask for help when you need it. So thank you guys so much for watching the course blueprint with Glenn and myself this week. It has been a lot of fun to have you involved. I'll be leaving the training up until the end of the month. So if you are still wanting to catch up on the training, you still have some time to do so. Just, I'll be taking it down sort of at the end of the month. So yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you from us. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you to everyone who is engaged in the group and made this challenge, or well, this boot camp really, really special this time round. So yeah.
I've got some great questions which are coming through as well. So I'm going to go through a couple of questions and comments. So Kay Ashley says, I can buy some new stationery too. Yes, I know. That's part of my excuse. I love stationery. I like, that's why you need the 3 colors so you can get extra stationery. Emma says she loves the color categories. I do as well, because I am a person who, when I am making a list, I like to put a couple of things on the list I can tick off straight away. So I get like the endorphin rush of just ticking something off. So the blue post-it notes is sort of my endorphin rush, because you can just write intro, and get it done really quickly. So it feels like you're being very productive. Okay, question I thought might be useful. Would you create a course with repurposed content or create it from scratch? You can absolutely use repurposed content. That is a fantastic question. And as long as it flows in a really logical and easy to digest way, absolutely you can repurpose your pre-recorded content. That is totally fine. That's a great one. Nairi says, what sort of price points? Well, how long is a piece of string? It depends on so many things, but I can give you some ideas. So basically, you need to listen to your audience. You need to research what is currently out there, because there's no point pricing a course all the way up at $9.97 and your audience is only sort of willing to buy $27 course. Don't be afraid of sort of a lower ticket course though, because you can still make a huge amount of money from something which is $27. That is like, people will be more willing to buy it. It's easier to sell. So there's benefits to both, but some very popular sort of price points for mini courses are $17, $27, $47 and $97. So that's for the mini course price points. I always choose $27 and $97 for my mini courses. Those ones work really well for me. Depends how in-depth it is, based on, depending on how in-depth it is, that's how much I will price it at. Now, when you are looking at a flagship course, these are huge. They're very intensive, so they are a higher price point. My personal flagship course is priced at $397, but there's a lot of people who do $597, $997, $1,997 is another really popular one. So it really depends on what you put in the course, what your audience is willing to pay for the course, the problem that it solves, how much time and money you are saving your customers. And yeah, so I do have a whole lesson on pricing coming in Course Creators Society. So if you want more information, that one will be in there as well. Tanya says, very interesting. I'm glad you found it interesting. It's lovely to have you on. Facebook user says, love it. I'm not sure who that is, but thank you very much. Nairi says, I can't decide between a flagship or mini. Can you use minis to make up a flagship later? Yes, absolutely. That is something that I would actually recommend, because you can start selling your mini course as long as you have like an overall plan and like you know what you are doing and you're working in a specific order, like there is a method to the madness, let's say, then that is absolutely fine. And it's actually very clever because it means you can start selling that mini course while you're doing the other things, because main courses or flagship courses, they take a lot of energy to put together, but they are an incredible digital product to have in your value ladder when you've done them, because you can sell them in an unlimited amount of time. They're higher price point, and yeah, they're brilliant. So we'll break up a flagship become you could do it in vice versa, but it would be quicker to do the minis first and then bring them, sort of combine them all together into a flagship. Oh, you in the membership? That's so exciting. Congratulations, Kay. That's wonderful. I'm so happy to have you in there. Abigail says, great. Emma says she's looking at £47. Yeah, I think that'd be a great price point for you. That'd be your course is pretty high value though, so you could go a bit high if you wanted to. Absolutely. I love the psychology of pricing. Yes, it's so complex, isn't it? But it's a lot of fun, and it can be a little bit of trial and error as well. So I've still got the challenges to do. I'm going to do them today. Well, the training, as I mentioned, the training is up until the end of the month, so you've still got a bit of time. If you want to do them over the weekend, yeah, plenty of time. So I'll be announcing all the winners. I'm going to pop on live. When's the 30th? Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I will jump on live and I'm going to announce our wonderful community cheerleader. If you don't know what that is, have a look in the group. The leaderboard is up as it currently stands, but it could be anyone's game at this point. I know that Kay, you were on the leaderboard at one point, which is amazing. Oh, I think you still are. But you were right at the top on the first day. So Emma says she's joined them. Oh, yeah, Emma. Thank you. Oh, so excited to have you in there. Does anyone have any other questions about course creation, about pricing, about branding, about digital products, anything? You can ask me whatever you want. Yeah, well, for me, community is the biggest cause of momentum. Having that group of people who keep you accountable and who you can go to and kind of, well, if it's something that you're struggling with or things aren't going as planned, you can vent to them, and people who are in the same position, they can relate to where you are at. So that's a very unique but awesome thing about being in a small community of like minds. So I definitely love communities. Beautiful. Wow. Thank you guys so much for everything. It's been so lovely. These last couple of days have been amazing. I'm so proud of everyone who's jumped on and is doing the work and jumped on the lives with me. It's been lovely to chat with you all. I am going to head off. I'm going to go have a cup of tea somewhere. I mean, you'll love that tea. Yes, we drink it in Australia. I'm going to go have a peppermint tea. So, yeah. But thank you all very much for your time. I'm going to head off, guys. Thank you. And if you have any questions, feel free to tag me in the group. As always, love to hear from you. And I'm excited to see all your course ideas. I can't wait. Oh, actually, before I jump off, so we've got the Community Cheerleader Award, which is being announced on the 30th. And we've also got the randomly drawn, Amazon voucher. So you can win a $50 Amazon voucher just by completing the homework. So if you complete all the homework by next Wednesday, I will be announcing that one as well. Nari says, thanks for randomly adding me to the group. You are so welcome. You are so very welcome. You've actually made this challenge extra cool. Yeah, as I said, I love ferrets now. So once you've seen behind the curtain, you can't go back. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I will see you guys soon.